Delighted to welcome Swindon Supermarine manager Bobby Wilkinson back on Swindon 105.5. And we're going to start with, well, first of all, I should ask, how are you, Bobby? I'll be rude and just ignore that. No, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. A little bit of a frustrating week this week, but I'm okay. Looking forward to training and getting the boys back together tonight.
Yeah, you had a match postponed on the Saturday, but you did play the Monday night game against Brixham. Um, Talk to me about that match. Not the result that you wanted, but I think we all know the conditions of the pitch, which is why the Saturday game was called off. I mean, I remember the previous Monday win, and the pitch didn't look great there. And it's not a pitch you can pass as you would like, pass the ball, pass and move. It was a more long ball game because that's what the pitch demands based on its conditions. So, what did you make of the other Brixton game, the 2-1 defeat?
Listen, let's be honest, Dan. We're disappointed that we didn't beat this opposition on Monday. I just want to give my whole club great credit for getting the game on. They worked extremely hard during the day in very tricky conditions. And then the kickoff was delayed, wasn't it, by 2 hours? So we didn't kick off till 9 o'clock, well, 10 past 9. But I think the difference in the result in the end is they wanted it a little bit more than us at the second half. And I'm not going to make the pitch or any excuses. We got beat in the second half when we was in cruise control in the first half, and then we showed a little bit of lack of experience at times to give away a sloppy free kick and then a sloppy error for the goal, and then they scored off a set play that was an own goal. So yeah, let's give them credit for coming and doing a job on us. It's not about the result for me. It's how you conduct yourself after and how you now prepare for the next game. Because at 10 o'clock in the morning of the day, we were in a great position in the league of what we've done in the last 6 weeks, and I had to remind everyone nothing's changed. It was a game in hand. You just wanted to pick up points to, give yourself a little bit more breathing space with the teams around you, and we didn't do that. But we are certainly preparing for training tonight, and we're looking forward to it. I'm a manager. I don't look back too much in that scenario, but what I won't known is negative people or anything like that. So straight away, my positive messages went out the next day, and let's start preparing and let's win a game of football this week because there's 2 games up for grabs.
A red card for the goalkeeper late on. Luke was so crucial in that 3-1 win. How big it? Well, obviously, I'm going to ask how big a miss he is, but we all know how big a miss he'll be into the next game because he's fantastic.
Yeah, like I said last week, I spoke very highly about him. The sending off has killed us a little bit, but that just summed up the night in the end, didn't it? For us, it couldn't have been a worse night with the sending off and then losing the game and playing in them tricky conditions. If you can even say that. So yeah, we've got Lucas on loan from Swindon. Lucky enough, he's back now from concussion, so he will come in now because we think it will be a 3-game suspension. So we're already prepared for that. That's why I always work a month in advance. Why I wanted to make sure we had the extra goalkeeper. So lucky enough, that's worked well. This group of players have done me proud since the turn of the new year. They've developed into young, good footballers, and we're still trying to play in the right manner. Even on Monday night in them conditions, we still tried to play good football, which is difficult at times because you can't stand up. But it's definitely now made it a bit leveler for the rest of the season. Yeah, I will really have to really look into Monday nights how bad the pitch will be again because we've got bottom of the league coming to us, and that's going to still make it a 50-50 game. The whole momentum shift from a home game now because of the conditions make it 50-50. So that's another thing that's been thrown at me this year. I've had everything thrown at me this year. But like I say, we don't dwell on it. We don't moan about it. We just take forward and take on that challenge.
Let's leave that in the past now and focus on this weekend. At least you've got an away trip on Saturday, so the pitch does get some rest and some R&R. Bashley, another grass pitch. What do you make of them this season? They've had some not brilliant results. I mean, they lost to Bishop's Cleeve. We know they're promotion chasers. We know they're fighting to get in the level above. Westbury United, they lost 2-1. I think their last home game was against I think in a Hampshire Senior Cup match, and they won 2-0. But in terms of league wins, I'd have to go back to I think last year to get their last win in the league. So, what do you make of them?
Well, I went to watch them against Bishop's Cleeve 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and they were very good. But it's just typical our luck, isn't it? They've just sacked their manager last night and then reappointed today. So he's going to become the bounce back against us. So they've been quite smart when they've done it. So it's another challenge that my players are going to have to take on now Saturday. Because they're definitely going to get a bounce back, aren't they? And they're definitely going to run harder for their new manager. But one thing my team always do is give me 110%. So we go into a little bit of a challenge there with a new manager, new ideas, new tactically. We'll make changes, no question. So the report we've got on them might now get ripped up. But personnel of players aren't going to change that much. They might bring one or two in today, but we don't know that yet. But whatever it is, we'll take the challenge on. You don't win the league this weekend and you don't go down this weekend. So what we got to do is just make sure we've got enough points when it matters and stick together. And this weekend there's 6 points up for grabs. So our challenge is, can we take 4 points this weekend? That's got to be our challenge. So if we got to go to Bashley and get a point, and then have a home game on the Monday to try and get 3 points, that's what we'll certainly be trying to do.
How frustrating is it? Because you've obviously you I know how that you love to scout the matches, which is primarily why Supermarine play on a Monday night, because you like the Tuesday and Wednesday free to go watch these matches and scout them out. To have the new manager bounce, which we're hoping they don't have, it must be obviously it's still the same players, but do you know much about the new manager tactically?
No, when I was doing a little bit of research on him yesterday, don't really know a lot about him. He's been okay in non-league football. I think he's managed the league below. We were looking into it, but we'll do a little bit more homework when we get up to training tonight. But it's not really about him, to be fair. It's about, we know them players are going to work extra hard now, because you know what it's like, a bounce back straight away in football, and that's why they've done it. They expect a bounce back, and they've been quite smart. They've done it against a team that's around them and stuff like that. So for us, it's just about us getting back on that winning run since 2026, which has been a brilliant 2 months at this football club. I've really changed how positive and the mindset of everyone at the football club. And just because we lost the other day, nothing's changed. We'll be going basically with the same squad. The team hasn't really changed. Everyone's playing really well, apart from we can't win every game. We just wanted to give ourselves a bit of a breathing space. But this weekend, what's lovely is we've got to play Saturday, Monday, then we're at home on Friday night against Larkhall. That I think we're actually opening up that night of pay what you feel on the night, to give back to the football club as well, to the fans, because they've been coming out in all these conditions. So I think that is pay whatever you want on the gate that evening. I think that will come out next week. So and then we play again on the Monday night. So we got 4 games now in 9 days. So a lot of points up for grabs, and a very important 9 days for us.
Yeah, we're hoping to be there live on Friday ahead of the game. So we'll hopefully be broadcasting live from the stadium for 2 hours before the game. So it's going to be an interesting game, that Larkhall Athletic game. To Tavistock then on the Monday, another team, very similar position to Bashley, just at bottom of the table, 11 points. What is it, 4 points or 5 points below Bashley, who are second bottom. But, you talked about, we've talked about Bashley and where they are, and then the defeat on Monday. Tavistock is, if the conditions aren't right on the pitch, is it going to be another long ball game that they're going to go, okay, well, we can do this? Will they have watched that game and been motivated by that?
100%. Yeah. Listen, I always support everything I do with my football club, and but now whatever we want to say, as a football club, we've made it a 50-50 game. They will fancy coming to us, because when we went down there, we beat them 2-0 in really tricky conditions as well, actually. But the pitch was flat and rolled really well down there, but it was tricky conditions. But it just showed it on Monday night, because of Inkberry Borough, whatever they are, they haven't got a fantastic pitch, and they used it. They went route one, just put it in our box. It's very hard, and I think Tiverton will do the same. So yeah, this will be another 50-50. We just got to make sure we're right. So we'll be planning for both games like you wouldn't believe, which is so important to us. But it's a game in hand, isn't it, this week as well? So it's so important that we pick up some points. But yeah, it's 50-50. I don't care where they're in the league. If top of the league were coming to us this week, it would be 50-50, wouldn't it? So it's the same. But people think when I say that, if we were playing top of the league Froome this week, it would be 50-50 because of the pitch. We're playing bottom of the league, it's 50-50. But that's a fact, and that's the way it will be. But it's the team that want it on the most, and we've just got to make sure we defend our set plays a bit better at home this week if we want to win a game of football.
I'll give you the bad news. Rain from Saturday afternoon into Sunday afternoon, and then Monday's going to be a dry day. So that's the good side of it is Monday's going to be dry, but the weekend's going to be quite wet. So hopefully the ground staff can get that game on the Monday. Bobby, good luck over the weekend. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you around on Friday as well.
Definite.